Today, what we are going to look at is what we can do when suddenly we're thrust into a situation where we need to bring our face-to-face students to an online environment. And perhaps they haven't had this experience. Perhaps you haven't had this experience. How many of you have had the experience of teaching your students in an online environment? Would you like to raise your hand and show us? Okay, I don't see a lot of hands. It could be because you've got your hands in your pockets, or it could be because this is a new experience for you. That's okay. We're all doing something new. So as you probably know, I sent out a document showing what I'd like you to be able to do today with me. And it's an experiment. It's a total experiment for me too. So what I wanted to let you know is that we will be doing some things that use the Zoom, of course, because that's our method of delivery, but we'll also use paper and pencil and books, the familiar things. Is that okay with you? I would like that you write in your chat box something that shows where, what student you are thinking of. Do you have a student in mind when you're thinking about participating today? Think about who you're role-playing and let us know. So if you can find the chat icon at the bottom of your screen, please write in your chat box. I'm playing the role of, and just name a student, and maybe a little brief description about that student.
Oh, Marsha, you there?
I am here. And you should be writing in the chat window.
Okay.
Yes, the meeting will be recorded.
Go.
So if you can find your chat window and type inside that you're playing the role of someone. So we have, if you can read through the chats, you can see what a variety our class is. Yeah.
You want me to enter text now? Type a message. Okay.
Yes, please do so.
I can't write on my screen. I can't write the name in.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you clearly.
Oh, I can't write a name in. I must be doing, I'm in the chat box.
Yes.
Then I'd like to put in a name, but I can't.
Are you writing? Are you able to chat to everybody?
I don't know. Can everybody hear me?
It says to everyone at the bottom of the chat screen.
Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
They're all saying yes. They're nodding their heads.
Okay, so we have the word chat, which could have more than one meaning. And lots of times chat means listening and speaking to each other's ears and mouths. But in this technology, when we say chat, we mean typing. So if you find your icon that looks like a speech bubble and says chat, and you'll find that at the bottom of your screen. If you type that, if you click that, it will open a chat, a group chat, and you will see everybody's, who their roles are. You see everybody's entries, their text in there, and at the very bottom of that, you should be able to see something that says to everyone. And you can type something and send it to the chat group. Have you been able to do that?
Yes, thank you very much. All
You're
set.
very welcome. And I totally realize that not only do we have students who vary in their low and high tech, we also have teachers who vary in low and high tech, right? So
Yes.
we're trying to grasp and hold on to everybody and give everybody virtual hugs and say, it's gonna be all right. We just take one step at a time, okay? So I noticed that, and you will notice also that when we have somebody come into the room, we may see your name in a black screen. For example, on the left side, it just has my name. Or you may see a photo if you uploaded one to your profile. I will be talking more about Zoom itself tomorrow at 3 o'clock in the Zoom Basics 2-hour session. So this will be just a brief part. Now on the bottom left of your screen, can you see where there's a mute, unmute, there's a microphone and a video. Both of these icons, in this case, have a red strike through it. That means my microphone is muted. It is off if it has a right slash through it. And the same thing with the video. If it has a red slash through it, it means that the video is turned off. If I turn my video on by clicking Start Video, then my video picture will come up something like this. And if I click Unmute, then I can start talking to people. All right, so 2 important controls that you need to know are here at the bottom. Now, we're going to have you take a look just at these 2. This one is unmute. Unmute means the microphone is off.
On.
The microphone is off. If it says unmute, then you can turn it on. Start video, in this case, because both of them have a slash through them, they're both off. So the microphone is off, the video camera is off. In the second picture, you'll see that the video icon doesn't have a slash, and now it says stop video, so the video camera is on. How did I do that? By clicking Start Video. So Start Video, when I click that, then the video camera is on. When I click Unmute, if I click right here where it says Unmute, then the microphone doesn't have a slash, and it looks like this, mute. And in this case, the microphone is on. All right, so now you're going to practice with partners. And you're going to practice with your partners. You will call your partner, call someone by name, and say, please mute your microphone. Let's just practice. Repeat after me, please. Mute your microphone.
Mute your microphone.
Microphone.
Mute your microphone.
Microphone.
Mute
Your microphone.
Mute your mic.
Now, microphone is a long word, so if you want to say mic, then that's fine too. Mute your mic. Repeat.
Mute your mic.
Mute your mic.
Your mic.
Your mic.
Your mic.
Your mic.
Now let's say
Your mic.
Okay, your mic.
your mic.
Mute your
Unmute
mic.
your mic. Unmute.
Your mic.
Your mic.
All right. Now let's say
Unmute
Your
start
mic.
video.
Mute.
Start
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 video.
video.
Click
Start video.
start
Video.
video. Now let's say click stop video.
Click.
Stop video.
Stop video.
Stop video.
Click stop video.
Stop.
All right. Now some of you are going to practice these sentences, and some of you may feel comfortable saying other phrases like this. Turn on your microphone. Turn on.
Turn
your
on
microphone.
your microphone.
Turn on microphone.
Turn on your microphone.
Turn on
Off your microphone.
video.
On your video.
Turn on video.
On your microphone.
Turn off your mic.
Click stop.
Turn off
Your
mic.
Turn off
Click stop video.
Your
microphone.
Turn off your video.
Your video.
Turn off your video.
Your video. All right,
Unmute
that's
your
great for
mic.
good practice, but you need to have practice with your friends. So let's go to some breakout rooms. We're going to go into small groups. Practice these ideas and these actions, which are very important for participating in online learning in Zoom. I will send you to a breakout room, and you will see the name of several friends. Please click enter the breakout room.
The practice sentences: mute your microphone.
Now?
I still hear you. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our leader is listening.
Oh, we better behave now.
Hi, good morning, everyone.
Hello. Hello, Ramon. What's your role that you're playing?
Oh, I just joined the breakout room, so I haven't been assigned a role yet.
You're supposed to decide which student you're representing or stereotype of a student.
Oh, okay. Well,
Hello, everybody. Are you back with me?
Yep.
Okay. Did you have practice muting and unmuting? Starting and stopping your video? Okay, very good. Now, how about we use our books? Do you have your book? Show me your book. Show me. Hold up your book. Everybody, please show me your book. Show me your pen. Or your pencil. You're ready. Okay. Show me your paper. Show me your marker. All right, so it looks like you're ready to practice. Let's look at a page from our book. And in this case, sidestep, I'm going to send you a link to a page which I will be showing you on the screen. It is a page from this book, English for Child Care, Parents, Language Skills for Parents and Providers. If you go to the chat, you may be able to download that page, and I will also share it to you. We will assume that the students have a copy of this book or that you have provided it to them in some way, like I'm doing it now, or perhaps you have sent it to them by email, or if you have a learning management system, you've posted it there. Can you see the screen of our page 64?
Yes.
Parts of the body. Remember, we talked about parts of the body, and we're going to get practice with this item. But first, before you do the fill in the blank part, let's do the pronunciation. How about that?
Okay.
Do you want to know how to pronounce these words
Yes.
before you put them into sentences? Then you may be able to see me and watch how I pronounce the words and listen for the stressed syllables, the ones that are longer and clearer and higher than the other syllables. For example, let's start with the word list here. Ankle,
Ankle.
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 arm,
Arm.
Arm.
back,
Back.
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 buttocks,
Buttocks.
Buttocks.
cheek,
Cheek.
cheek,
Cheek.
Teeth.
chest,
Chest.
Chest.
chest,
Chest.
chin,
Chin.
Chin.
chin,
Chin.
Shin.
ear,
Ear.
Air.
ear.
Ear.
I'm going to
Ear.
assume that side view. This is going to be SFR. You plan a little bit more practice with pronunciation, and then we're going into the next section. Now it's time for you to practice with a partner. So I'm going to put you in small groups, and then you can find out about Emily and Emily's ankle. Where is Emily's ankle? Where is Emily's arm? Where is Emily's back? If I ask you, where is Emily's ankle? Can you tell me the number? What's the number? Emily's ankle.
Number 12.
Number 12, teacher.
Wow.
Number 12.
Well,
What about Emily's arm? Where is Emily's arm?
Number 16, teacher.
Number
Number 3.
three.
Number
three.
three. Number 3. All right. Now it's your turn to work with some partners to go over the exercise. Now that you have clear pronunciation, help each other. If you hear the pronunciation not so good and you have a better way, you can help each other with that, as well as the number that identifies where the body part is. Okay, so here's a breakout room. Here we go.
Where is her left? Where's the left foot?
Her left foot is on top of the stool.
Right. What an active group we have here. That's excellent. I also gave you some other dialogue patterns to practice in the chat window, so you can find it there.
I mean, looks like Marsha's with us too.
I gave you some sentence prompts. Try those.
We can't see them.
Can you see them in the chat?
So the screen image is unfortunately quite small, so it's hard to
And you
read.
click on the chat icon, open up the window.
So I did that, but then I'm going back and forth. Yeah.
It depends on how big a screen you have, whether you can put it to the right of your video. Try that. So,
Hello.
I got some sentence patterns for you and your partners to practice. So take a look at the chat window, and I'm going to leave you with these sentence patterns. Go ahead.
Mark, what's number 2?
Linda, where is Emily's shoulder?
Where is Emily's shoulder? Let me see. I think Emily's shoulder is number 2.
Well, so the knee is in it's the 13.
A card in our room, she's not speaking to us at all.
Hello. Somebody's not speaking. Is that?
Hello.
Well, I just came into the room. And so there are two of you whose videos are on, and then there's Cheryl whose video is not on.
And the sound is not on either.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
That's all right.
the sound does not seem to be muted, but the person may
Yeah.
not be having a good technology connection.
Yes.
So
Or they may have walked away.
Or that's another possibility that we don't know because we can't see the camera. But go ahead and practice some. Do you have the handout?
We do, yes.
Okay, great.
Open
I'll
another
put
window.
something
Thank
in the
you.
chat window in case you need it.
Thank you.
Amazing. Oh, look, there she is.
May I help you?
Hello, teacher.
Hello.
So teacher, you don't know how to pronounce number 6.
What is number 6? Is that thumb?
Oh, yes. Okay.
Thumb. Is it talking about this piece? So this special finger, there it is also a finger, but it has a special name called a thumb. 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 Thank you for asking. And I'm giving you some more sentence patterns to practice. If you look in the chat window, you'll see some more dialogues.
Oh, okay. I guess we're a little bit behind.
No problem. Take your time.
Okay.
How do you do that, guys?
Hello, group.
Screen share.
Share screen or screen share?
I am typing something in your chat, but I see that you've gone out of role. In case you wish to go back, you may practice these other dialogues. Up to you.
Okay, good. We practiced all those dialogues.
Oh yes, this is the advanced group. Probably you went through that very quickly. Thank you.
Yeah, we did. We're just about to draw Emily's body on the whiteboard, but then we had to do a little tutorial.
Oh, that will be very fun.
I just joined, so I don't know what you're up to.
So for those of you who entered a little bit later than class, after the bell rang, you may have been left in the dust and thinking that nobody was here. But the absolute truth is that people were all in groups and they were doing their practice in their roles. So in this first part of our workshop, I'm trying to give you some activities that you might give to low-tech learners that are not too difficult, that are more familiar. We start out with something that they already know, like they've got their own book, and and that's you have. So if you came in late, then you may not know this, but this room is populated with English language learners, right?
Yay!
Yes. All right. So do you know all of this vocabulary? Do you remember we talked about this last week? Well, let's go over the vocabulary. Circle, circle, Square.
Circle.
Square.
Square.
Triangle.
Triangle.
Triangle. Straight line. Or simply line. Line. These are all familiar to you, right? So we are going to practice some of these words on paper and talk about their position. All right, so now it looks like people have returned to us, and there are more people that are waiting to hear the directions. We're drawing on a piece of paper with a pen or a marker. So if you have your marker ready, please draw a circle. Remember a circle? Draw a circle. Where are you going to draw? Draw a circle in the middle of the paper. Draw a triangle in the top left corner. Draw a square in the top right corner. Draw a line under the circle at the bottom of the paper. Do any of you need repeating, or do you have that? Are your ears listening quickly enough?
Please repeat.
Please repeat.
Okay, thank you for asking. Draw a circle in the middle of the paper.
Teacher, what's a circle?
Yes. Oh, were you absent when we were discussing this circle?
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
sorry.
that's okay, no problem. Here's a circle. What do we call this one, class?
Square.
Square. And this one? Triangle.
Triangle.
So we pronounce it try,
Triangle.
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 Yes, very nice. And this is a straight
Paper.
line. Or we can just say,
Straight line.
this is hard for you, you can just say a line. All right, so a circle, draw a circle in the middle of the paper. Draw a triangle in the top left corner. Draw a square in the top right corner. Draw a line under the circle at the bottom of the paper. All right, who wants to show the drawings? Can you show us your drawing? Show us your drawing. Let's see what our drawings look like. Everybody, show your drawings. Let's see if they look similar or not. Do they look like this?
Yes.
Oh, look at, compare the drawings. Can you see all the drawings?
Yeah.
All I see is one. Oh, there's Christina.
So
On yellow paper, big mistake.
all right, we've got some very good drawings of things in the right places. Some of you are not able to see as many videos. You can put your paper down, put your hand on the mouse or clicker, and you can click on the top right, the gallery view. And that way you'll see videos, more than 30 videos of all of us in order to see and compare. If you put it in the speaker view, you'll see one speaker, blah, 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 very big. And then you'll see a row of other smaller thumbnail speakers. Got it?
How do we choose?
In the top right corner.
Still saying the same thing.
Just like in the top right corner where the square is, in the top right corner of your screen, you will see a place to change from speaker view to gallery view, right?
No.
But whoever talks gets the big picture.
We're focusing on prepositions of location. Prepositions of location tell us where things are. So the ball is in the box. That's right here, the first one. The ball is in the box, the second one. The ball is under the box, the third one. The ball is in front of the box, the fourth one. The ball is near the box, the fifth one. The ball is next to the box in the second row. The ball is behind the box. The ball is between the boxes. And the ball is above the box. Do you have your ball?
Uh-huh.
Show
Somewhere.
us your ball. Show us your ball. I can see some balls. Right, balls of different colors. This is a ball. How about your bowl? Show me your bowl. This is my bowl. This is a ball, and this is a bowl. Let's practice. Ball, ball,
Oh.
ball,
Oh.
ball, ball, ball. Put the ball in the bowl. Put the ball in the bowl. Take the ball out of the bowl. Put the ball in the bowl. Take the ball out of the bowl. Put the ball in the bowl. Take the ball out of the bowl. Put the ball near the bowl. Put the ball under the bowl. Put the bowl on the ball. Put the bowl under the ball. Now, can we say what we are doing? I'm holding a ball. How about you?
I'm holding a ball.
I'm holding a ball.
I'm holding a bowl.
I'm holding a
I'm
bowl.
holding a bowl.
I'm holding a ball and a bowl.
I'm holding a
I'm holding
a
a ball
ball
and a bowl.
I'm putting the ball in the bowl.
I'm putting the ball
Putting a ball
in the bowl,
in the
teacher.
in the
I'm taking the ball out of the bowl.
I'm
Take
taking
the
the
ball
ball
out of the
out of the
bowl.
Bowl.
Put the bowl on the ball. I'm putting the bowl
Put the bowl on the ball.
All right, now, can I call on one of you to give me a command? Let's see, who would like to go first?
Me, teacher, me, teacher.
Oh, Babs, please tell me.
What do
Yes.
Tell me a sentence and I will do it. I will listen. And
Put the bowl in the ball.
I'm sorry, I can't put the bowl in the ball, but I can put the bowl on the ball. Is that okay?
Yes, put the bowl on the ball, teacher.
Oh, thank you. I am putting the bowl on the ball.
On the ball. Ball.
All right, who would like to give another command? Don't be shy. Is that Celine?
Yes.
Celine, it's your turn.
Okay. Put the bowl on the ball.
Put the bowl
on the ball.
On the ball. I'm putting the bowl on the ball. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Thank you. Put the bowl on the ball. but I said I can't put the ball in the ball. Why not? Can somebody say? I can put the ball on the ball, but not in the ball. Why not?
Because
To
the
break the ball.
is not open.
The ball is not open. I would need a knife to open it.
Screwdriver.
Teacher, I have a question.
Do you
I
have
have
a
a question.
Who's speaking?
Yes. Calvin.
Hi, Calvin.
Hello. Why can't you say put the ball on the bowl? Why is it the ball in the bowl, but not the ball on the bowl?
Ball in the bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Can I put the ball on the bowl?
Turn the
The
ball
ball is
over.
on the
Turn the
bowl.
bowl
Turn the
over.
bowl over.
Turn the
Turn
bowl
the
over.
turn the bowl over.
Bowl.
Now I can put the ball
Ball on.
on the bowl. Ta-da!
Teacher,
This way.
Put the bowl on your head.
The bowl in the bowl. All right. Who has something they want the teacher to do?
Teacher.
Put the
Teacher.
ball on my head. So, Linda,
Yeah.
you have a question?
No, put the bowl on your head. Put the ball in the bowl with the bowl on your head. Like
I
that.
have something else I would like to put on my head. I would like to put my cap on my head. Do you have a cap?
Yeah.
Can you show me your cap? Yes. Oh, look at all the different color caps. Very exciting. All right, put the cap on your head. Here's my cap. Yay! I have a cap on my head. I'm wearing a cap. Mm-hmm. Do you have a cup?
I thought you said cat.
Do you have a cat?
I thought you said cat, not cat.
I'm sorry, my cat's not here, but my cap is here. Does that sound the same? Cat. 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 C-A-T.
Cat. Cat.
And cap, which goes on my head and has a bill like this, right? So, what about a cup? Do you have a cup? Hold up your cup.
Yes. Where is it?
I have a cup. Oh,
I've lost
let's
it.
see. I
have
had
another
better
one.
drink the water.
My cup has a cat on it.
Your cup has a
My cup has a cat on it.
Your
Yeah.
cup has a cat on it. Perfect.
Yeah.
So now I have a cup and now I have a cat. Who can make a sentence? Ask me to do something with my cup and my cap. My cup and my cap. Who wants to ask me to do something?
Under the cap.
All right. Is it Christina?
Yes.
Do you want to tell us what to do?
Put the cup under the cap.
Put the cup under the cap. Is that right? Like this?
Yes.
Yes, I'm putting my cup under the cap. Thank you. Who wants to give another command to us?
I do. Put
that?
the cap. Put the cap between the cup.
Put the cap between the cup. Can we do that?
No. You
No.
need another something else.
We need
Between
another
the-
something else. What something else do you want to use?
Your face.
Your ball.
Your
How about a
face.
ball?
Ball.
Can we do it with a ball?
Ball.
Okay, so we can do what? So I need 3 hands for this. How about this? If I put the cap like this, is this good? How did I do it? What's the command?
Put the cap between the ball and the
ball
cup.
and the cup. All right, that works. That works fine. If I do it on my table, you might not see it. But we have an idea for it, right? Who has a question? Vicky?
I'm Vicky. I have a question.
When people are talking a lot, the pictures change and focus, and it's hard to find you. How, and I have quite a chatty class and they will enjoy this. How do we manage that?
When we do teacher talk in part 2, we will practice that.
Thank you.
You will have practice.
But it doesn't change anything for me when people talk. It stays everybody the same.
For me, did you choose gallery view? If you choose gallery view, you should be able to see a whole screen full of people who are participating.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Try that, Vicky. All right.
I can't see you at all now.
In
I have to
gallery
learn how to
view?
navigate the arrows. Now I do, but that's going to be hard to teach. But yeah, thanks.
Okay. All right. So that when you were in gallery view, you should be able to see all of them. All right. Now, everybody, please stand up. Oh, yeah. Stand up. Stand up. All right. Stand up. Turn around. I'm turning around. Okay. All right. Stop turning. Sit down. I'm sitting down. Jade is sitting down. Joanna is sitting down. All right, stand up. Stand up. Tamra is standing up. Melody is standing up. Can somebody else make statements about who is standing up?
Hillary is standing up.
Yes. Make another statement.
Is standing up.
Go on.
Christina is standing up.
Sherry is sitting down.
And Melody are standing up.
Oh, very good.
The teacher is standing up.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. What am I doing?
I'm
Waving.
Say hello.
I'm waving. Waving.
Shaking your hand.
Can you make a sentence about waving?
Everyone is waving.
Everybody is waving. The teacher is waving. I am waving. We are waving. All right, sit down, please. Point to your mouse. Point to your ears. What is Hillary doing?
Hillary
pointing to her ears.
Hillary is pointing to her ears, 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 ears. Can you hear the difference? Ear, one ear, 2 ears.
Ear.
What is Hillary doing?
Ears.
She's pointing to her ears.
She's pointing to her ears.
Ears.
Mm-hmm. Put your finger on your chin. Put your finger on your chin. Chin. What is Carrie doing? What is Carrie doing?
Putting her finger on her chin.
Look at Carrie. What is Carrie doing?
Where's Carrie? Oh,
Carrie.
Carrie.
What is Carrie doing?
Carrie's pointing to her nose.
Carrie's pointing to her nose. Yes. Okay. So Carrie, that's close, but this is the chin. This is the nose and this is the chin. What is Mark doing?
Mark is doing nothing.
Aha! All right. Maybe he's doing something and he's doing this.
I'm smiling.
Are you smiling, Mark?
I can't see Mark.
Mark has his finger in his eye.
Yes, he has his finger in his eye. Mark is touching Mark is touching his eye. So you're very good at remember his and her. This is the advanced pronoun. Clap your hands. Clap 3 times. Okay, very good. All right. Now I think we will let you go into your teacher persona. And you can start asking questions that I will try to answer, and I will also give you a chance to try
Oh,
some
nice
out.
one. Okay.
All right. So you can ask questions in an oral form, or if you prefer that you can type something. But since we're all, I'm thinking that with a low-tech group, it might be difficult to manage both a visual field of writing and one of videos. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so in my slow voice, I'm trying to give you an idea about just giving attention to like the body language and connecting with your class the way they normally do, where they get to see you, and not too much on screen stuff. Because I think a lot of the interactions, you know, people will put up their PowerPoint presentation and whatnot, and there's a lot of heady cognitive load, especially with abstractions. But if our students are not so used to that, they may just prefer to see the teacher. And especially if they, you know, they have a book to hold on to, and you can tell them to go to page wada, then they have some familiarity with that, and they see that you are there guiding them with something, right? Anyway, now it's just ask me some stuff and see whether we can work together to
Okay.
come to some
Marsha, I have a question. Okay, so when I was in the breakout, when you put the document in the chat that we were supposed to open about the parts of the body.
Yes.
Yeah, I opened it and I could see it on my screen. And then when you said go into the breakout room, I couldn't see the breakout room. I could just see my document. So I had to reduce the document, and then I was in the breakout room, but I couldn't see the document anymore, and I couldn't work out how to do it.
Oh, okay. So it's not ideal. I wouldn't wish it upon your students to have to go through two screens, but that's exactly what's going on. I mean, like, I'm really used to being, you know, like have a lot of screens and flipping from one app to another and one screen to another. But I'm thinking for our low-tech students, it's difficult to do that. So that's why I'm hoping that they have their books with them.
Okay.
All right. So do your students have books?
No.
Okay,
No.
raise your hand if your students have a book of some sort that you're teaching from, some sort of teaching material that you have. Okay, so some of you say you've got teaching material. In that case, it's just really comforting to say, open your books to page 23 and we're going to work on exercise such and such. If your students don't have any books, that means you have to give them something. I know some of the schools closed before you had a chance to even talk to your students, that you weren't going to see them again in the flesh. And so, and then others where you have class sets of materials, and then they went home and they didn't have anything with them. In this case, what you can do is do PDFs or take scans or take a picture of what you want to work on, or create your own handouts, which then you distribute to students, preferably before the class starts, right? Preferably before the class starts, say in email, or through your learning management system, you can get them some sort of document to maybe print out and have by them, you know, in front of them before they actually come to the lesson. Now, I gave it to you through the chat, but that's not the ideal thing, but it's a possible way, right? Depending on what device students are working from. If they're on the computer, there's a lot more screen space and more flexibility of moving from one to another screen or app. When they're working from their phones, they're going to have a lot more what you say,
Problems.
limitations for stuff that goes on this little screen. But I've tried this out with my little screen, and I can see that, you know, like what I recommend is that the students hold their phones horizontally, because it's more like what the screen is when you're in Zoom. And if they can print from their phones before the class, that would be a really good thing. Otherwise, if you know that your students don't have these kinds of materials, then use paper and pencil and give them some ideas, or use real objects to help get the, if you're working on, say, bowl and ball pronunciation issues, or if you want to work on prepositions of location, then you can use the real items, because as you know, doing anything in the physical way is a very good way for everyone to like really get it. And then when people see each other doing it, you know, like, how do you feel about seeing everybody do the action?
It's good. It's okay.
It kind of like affirms that you are doing something with your classmates and you're doing it right. Or if you're not doing it, you know, like you're not quite right, then you got a way to see how yours compares to others. Yes, Celine, you have a question. Celine?
Yes. Yes. My question is, so this is like a classroom, but for example, my pupils have between 8 and 10. So do you think it would be relevant to do it one by one, or like in 10 people?
Okay, let me see if I understand your question. Are you saying that your class, the students in your class, the number of students is from 8 to 10, or the ages are 8 to 10? I'm not quite sure about that.
Yes, their ages are 8 to 10.
The ages are 8 to 10?
And they are 10.
And there are 10. And there are 8 to 10.
Yeah.
Okay, so both
I
of those things could be true. Okay, and your question is whether something like this would work for them. Yes, of course it would work with them. Yeah, and especially I think, you know, when kids are that young, they really need the interaction with people, to see people face to face. They're not probably, I'm guessing, not used to learning online. So being able to see the gallery view where everybody's video is up is a good thing. And then you can decide whether you are going to mute people or have them mute themselves or not. But certainly you can have a lot of interaction with them. Then if you put them in pairs, in small groups, you can have them do more personalized practice.
Okay.
I have a question about management. Isn't there some way to have people like raise their hand other than just video raise their hand?
Yes. Okay, so would you like to know how to do that?
Yeah, because I haven't seen that option anywhere on my screen.
All right, so if you look at
participants,
yes,
and you will be, when you open up participants, you should see a list of all the people who are in the room. And to the right of it, you will see some people have their hands up because there's a blue hand. And you wonder, well, how do they get that? Well, at the bottom of that window, there are some icons. One of them is green, yes, a red, no, a go slower, a go faster, and a raise hand. And those are all the different icons that you can.
Thank you. I knew this existed in the program. I just forgot where to find it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a question, Marsha, on
yes, and who's speaking
when
now?
Students, this is Kim.
Okay.
Kim K. Rainsford. When students are repeating just one word, it sounds okay and they're all unmuted and we can hear it. But when they say longer sentences, it's just kind of a cacophony of sound and noise. Do you recommend muting when you do your longer sentences? Or what are the pros and cons in your experience?
Okay, I think that one of the things that's really important is, first of all, you know, as you're gaining or creating a new way to create community. right? A new way to sort of bond with your students in this environment which is foreign to everyone so far. That listening to the voices is helpful because then they feel like they belong somewhere. But when you get to longer sentences and longer phrases, then it gets to be crazy, right? And there's like too many voices. So I would say that at this time, you would say, okay, that's really great. Now let's do it all, practice all by putting off, by muting our voices. And that way you can focus on my model. And then I would have them do it that way. But it's kind of, you know, like that, in that sense, it's very different from a real classroom because you can't hear what anybody's doing. But you have to go for what might give your students a better auditory experience. So thank you for bringing that up. It's the noise.
Question. This is Tamara.
Hi, Tamara.
Do you have any suggestions for a multi-level class? Because in my class, I rely heavily on printed materials, and of course we can't do that here.
Oh, okay. So what materials do you, when you say you rely heavily on printed materials, do you provide the materials?
Different versions of the same activity. I have from beginning low to intermediate high in the same class.
All right. So you have your activities, and you have activities for low, for beginners, activities for high beginners, and so on. Okay. So let's say you have 3 levels of activities. Then you can group them purposefully. Now, I put you in groups randomly, which is a way just to, you know, like the configuration is done by the algorithms here. But you can put them in groups. You can put the groups and you can drag them into groups, or you can do it ahead of time. And are you able to come to my session tomorrow, which is all about Zoom and all the controls and stuff? Because I can show you a lot more, because I prepared a lot of stuff for showing you actually the Zoom interface.
Okay, yes, I can do that.
Okay, come tomorrow. 3 o'clock.
Marsha, what?
Question?
I have a question.
Okay, who's that? Is that Vicky?
This is Jill.
Yes, Jill. Hi, Jill. I don't see your face, but I see your name.
There.
Oh, no, I see.
Put it on. Okay. Maybe I misunderstood. Hi. I misunderstood you earlier. When we were in our breakout rooms, I thought you had said that you had posted a question to us in the room. Can you do that with individual rooms? Type in questions in chat somehow just to that room?
Yes, you can do that. Now, going into each room takes a lot more time than walking to the next group in a real classroom. You can walk around, I think, faster than it takes for you to go out of a digital room and into a digital room. And, you know, just let, you have to know that. But yes, you can definitely put things into, whether you type them by hand or you copy and paste them, you can put them to each group so that maybe this group has a certain task and another group has a different task.
Okay. Are you going to show that in your class tomorrow?
I'll show you
do your Zoom
tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I have a question. I'm Vicky.
Oh, okay. Hey, Vicky.
Hi. I notice on my screen that I can see everyone's name with their picture, and if they go away, I just have to move the cursor. I'm hoping to be able to, I have some very low-tech learners. I'm hoping to be able to send the Zoom links via Remind, to which they get with texting, and they can just click and get in. Will they have their names in their pictures, or will they have to go in on a computer and do a full sign up, log in?
Yeah, I have a whole little thing about setting up. They will have their names as long as, let's say, my phone has my name on it. It says, it's called Marsha's phone. Do you know what your phone name is?
No.
You all know what your phone name is? Because if it just says phone, it's not so good, but maybe it has your name on it. So when I use my phone to enter a Zoom session like this, it shows up as Marsha's iPhone. All right, so that would be like a default that I didn't have to plan for, but I can also go into the Zoom app, because when you're on your phone, you have to download an app. a Zoom app, and then you can use the default or you can change it if you know how to go into some settings. So your students' names, hopefully, will be showing there. Otherwise, if they join a meeting, say from their computer, they can type in their name. Like, so mine says Marsha Chan, but I can put Mickey Mouse in there.
Actually,
and in fact, in one of mine, I have one that says, you know, Marsha's alter ego, because I wanted to see what it looks like on my other computer to make sure it's doing what I expect. So they should have that. But about their pictures, that's another thing. And I'll talk more about that tomorrow.
My name is Afaf Turjuman.
Okay.
I logged in with my school email account, Google account.
Yes.
And so under my picture, it only has my email address.
You logged in with your school and it shows your email. Oh, are you at sbcc.edu? Okay. So
Yes.
when you log in, and I'll go over this more tomorrow about how you can change your login name. It's possible that because you logged in through your school that you have already, that your email address is your default and it doesn't show. I want to show you more about how to change your profile tomorrow.
Okay.
So that you will appear to your group the way you want. Now, you can see I'm here as CATESOL organization, right? That's what it says. It doesn't say Marsha Chan. That is because I am doing this through the CATESOL organization Zoom, and my own will say my name on it. But all of the presenters who are coming in through the CATESOL organization will be called that, even though, you know, even though we have real names. Hillary.
So if students join on their phone, they have to download the Zoom app. And have you had any experience if they're able to do it? Is it easy? Are they resistant? Do you have any feedback on that?
Yeah, well, I'd say it's very easy, because what happens when you send out the invitation to your Zoom session, there will be a link. And all they need to do is click on the link and it'll bring up what they need. And if they don't already have the app, it'll say, yeah, you just need the app, that's all. And then you just click that thing and then the app comes up and then they're in. Pretty much. Well, no, there'll be a place that says join, and then it will also ask them about the audio setting. But it's pretty seamless.
Great, thanks.
And did anybody else have problems with that in their phones? Okay.
I haven't tried yet. So
yeah.
they will. We should advise that they put the Zoom app on before.
No, they don't need to. It's really quick. I mean,
it just guides them through. I did it today. I had 3 sessions, half-hour sessions with I have 61 students. And I just did half-hour sessions to check in with them, and so we could see each other, because we haven't seen each other in a long time. And just to get an idea from them what their time frame, what their expectations are and their time frames are. So now I have 2 classes from 10:30 to 11:30 and one from 6 to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, with varying levels of ability.
Okay, and they didn't have problems going through it.
No, but I think that some probably did have trouble because less people showed up than I was anticipating for my sessions today.
Yeah, right. I am I think it's if you haven't already experienced this, I think it's reasonable to assume that not everybody will know how to log in on day 1 of their online experience. Somebody will run into some problem, and it may be because they don't have the app, or they don't realize that they need to have a device, or, you know, a lot of different things. And also because, you know, their kids are home from school and lots of things are happening. So they're highly affected, and we just have to
Well, with my
turn up our
students
compassion
today,
level.
a couple of my students got their kids to show them how to get on.
Oh, well, kids
how
are
to find the
kids
chat.
good to have. If you forgot to have any, you better start now.
Yeah, they're built-in tech support.
Excellent. That's a good thing to do. Yeah.
Martha, how do we get to your 3 o'clock tomorrow? What's the link?
Oh, it's the same link. We'll be in the same. I'll be using the same classroom. So
So we need to register, right?
Yeah. Did you register for it?
No, not yet.
It's the Zoom. It's a Zoom Basics.
Zoom training, how to use breakout rooms for group conversation projects. Is that the one?
No, the breakout one is going to be, that's a different time and a different presenter. That will be by Ryan. That's great because he has lots of good stuff to share with you. And
excuse me, I have a question.
Oh, yes. May I help you with your question?
Yes, it's to be sure that I understand the lesson at the Zoom at 9:30. It says virtual grading discussion boards. Does that mean if you want to put a mark to your students?
Oh, yes. If you have a learning management system and you're running discussion boards, like for example, a lot of my classes, whether they were online or not, I had discussion boards, and then I have points for them participating, and so there are different methods of making, your rubrics for grading. And I would suppose that is not for low-tech learners. I could be wrong, but probably learners who are involved in a lot of different digital learning. It says that it's a reflection form, like an evaluation form. These are the first times we were doing anything. Do you know that CATESOL is so wonderful? We are the only organization that really just jumped right in to help teachers on the spur of the moment as soon as we found out that we have to do something but not face to face. And so like all these other conferences were closed. We had to close or cancel our spring conferences. However, those of us on the board are talking about how to continue this professional development probably in a couple months. So if you have any ideas about what you like or what you need more of, or what worked for you, or any of those sorts of things, then I'm going to bring all this back to our big huddle, and we'll look at ways that we can still support ESL teachers in a digital spring conference.
Oh, that sounds great.
We hope that this will come to fruition, and we're all, so, some of these things that we've been doing now are kind of inelegant. They, missing some parts and some pieces, but, for the most part, I think it's helpful.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
It's very helpful. Thank you. You definitely started the discussion. Thank you.
All right, great.
Oh, I have a question.
Who has the question? Yes. Okay,
Melody. Hi.
Hi.
One thing I've noticed when people have been talking about paper and pencil, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but this is usually kind of what I see, which is like a glary white thing. So I decided to try to use yellow and marker.
Thank you.
And,
yellow.
And I was wondering if you had any recommendations, or did I just find a?
How about yellow? Is that better? If I draw on this, let me just try it right now. Okay.
And I used a marker. I thought that was really important.
You use a marker. I use
yellow.
So
that's why I have my marker. It's just my. So is this better?
Yeah.
Is this better?
Yeah.
Less blurry?
Yes, it is.
Oh, blue paper, yellow.
Blue is
okay.
good.
Okay, so anyway, not anything that's not white, probably. Is that a better idea?
Yeah,
Not
absolutely.
white. Good idea.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Melody, because I was holding that up and I was thinking, I don't know whether you can see this very well, but let's compare. When you look at this.
Well, it depends.
It reflects the light, yeah.
So also, did you notice that I was trying to hold it at an angle? So that if I do this, but if I do this better, so that means as a presenter, I have to sort of, be aware of what this looks like in your view so that you can see it. So let's see this, and
Oh, you're using your incognito alias screen.
This.
Check.
How about that?
That's better, huh?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and
probably
maybe
a not white. Sounds like it might be a better one. So I had showed you this in the beginning. Was that hard? Is it hard to see?
yes. No, it was easy to see for me.
No,
Okay.
not difficult.
So is it about the angle?
Yeah.
Now it's getting better, yeah. As you bring
Actually, straight
more
on.
to the
middle
right.
is better, the
You're-
middle.
You're right.
Yeah, in the middle.
Just like that. That's perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
perfect.
but it was written in bold. That helps. And I think.
I wrote it in bold with a fat marker.
Flat marker and board markers even.
Yeah.
We won't have to use board markers, so why not? We're not using them for our classes.
I know. What are we going to do? They're all going to dry up.
I have a lot of board markers.
Well, if you have a small chalk, I have my whiteboard is too big to hold, but there are small whiteboards that are, you know, like 9 by 12 whiteboards that you can use if you want to. But also you can use the whiteboard within Zoom if you, so that's a whiteboard, right? It's a green board, or it's a yellow board, it's an orange board.
Orange board.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah. So, you know, here's another thing that's important. It's about your lighting.
Reflects too much light.
So one of the things about lighting is that the lighting should come in at angles. So I have lighting coming in from 2 directions. If I had lighting coming in directly at me, then holding this would be pretty bad because it would shine on this piece of paper, all right? But I have lighting coming from there and there. So when they're coming at me at these angles, these angles, right, so, then it illuminates me, which I think is much better than seeing a silhouette of somebody called a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
And also when you hold up your thingy thing, like your book or your paper, toward the camera, then it's not going to get shined on in a way that glares. So those are things that you need to figure out before you meet your students. Turn your chair in a way that light comes in. If like you want to cozy up to a window, don't put it behind you, because then you'll look like a silhouette. Right? But put it in front of, or get a light, a lamp that shines on you, not this way, but from the side, a little bit front side. Got that? Okay, so some of you, Melody.
Oh, it's Melody, yeah, sorry. Do you have any recommendations for types of lights that don't look, tungsten-like and orange-like with my picture? Is there a specific type of light?
Well, if you use a yellowish light, I mean, obviously it'll be kind of softer. If you use a whitish light, which is like more, what are the names of all those different kinds of, help me with the,
natural light is the best.
Yes, natural light is really good. I have natural light coming in the window here, and it really depends on the weather. You know, like sometimes, and it depends on if it's nighttime. So, you know, like in 2 hours, you won't see too much of me from that window because it'll be dark. But also on really brilliant, bright days in the morning, the light will be shining from a different direction and I'll be blinded. So you have to take those sorts of things into effect, into consideration. So if you have a class at a regular time, and you know what this practice. I mean, like if you have the luxury to practice in advance and try them out and see what it looks like, take a picture and see, well, if I'm supposed to teach at 3 p.m., this is the lighting that I'm getting at this season, and hey, that's pretty good. I'll keep my chair right here. Right? Move your furniture around. You know, sometimes when I do, like I'm not in my office and I go somewhere else and I'm in a hotel. I move my furniture around, you know, like I just like, where's bed gonna, no, I don't move the bed, but I usually move chairs and desks around so that I can try to get lighting that will be enough on me so that I can model, especially if I'm doing listening and speaking activities, pronunciation activities, then I would like them to see how the mouth moves in order to make the sounds. If it's reading and writing, I mean, if writing activities and we're just doing this thing, then they don't need to look at me. You know what I'm saying? So you have to see what is the purpose of your class? What is the focus of your lesson? And how much is it worth to you to have lighting on your face? So I think it's always a good thing, but especially for listening and speaking. And Hillary?
Yes.
But
yes.
you need to unmute. Yeah.
I find it's like so distracting. There's so many distractions, and I was wondering what your experience was. Like I could see having a shorter class is better because,
Yes.
you know, there's your phone, there's the noise, there's your kids. It's even worse than the normal classroom, which already has so many distractions. So have you dealt with that, or,
Yes.
you know,
Okay.
like I said, shorter class, more activities, or any other feedback?
Okay, so I would recommend that you break up after 50 minutes. Okay. I helped out a teacher. I helped a teacher whose you know, her college class was 3 hours and 20 minutes or something like that. All right. And normally she takes like roughly a 15-minute break in between, and everybody gets up and they go to the bathroom and they run around, blah, blah, blah. And so I was there before her class and I'm with her class for the whole time. And my feeling is being in this position and staring at a screen for that long is not a good thing. We did have a break in the middle, but after that lesson, I sent her a text recommendation that she break it into 3 sections, you know, like 50 minutes and then have a 5-minute break, I think. And then, you know, like I do a lot of this stuff. Get up, sit down and move around. Okay, raise your right hand. Move your left, wave at me. Turn around, woo, 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 you know, like this. And then add language with it. And if you're doing that, you know, then they're exercising their brains and their bodies at the same time. So I'm putting the ball in the bowl. I'm putting the bowl on the ball. Oh, woo, woo, woo. The ball is near the bowl. The ball is not near the bowl. The ball is near, you know. So if you have actions that are not just sitting on the chair, I think you'll be more successful because there'll be a little bit more oxygen going to the brain, you know. And so think about some activities that you could do that are not just totally screen based. I think that would help a lot in, you know, you can structure more of that into it and get more out of your students' interaction. Linda?
Hello, I just wanted to say that Oxford University Press are doing a lot of webinars as well, and I just put the link down there.
Oh,
and I know,
okay, thanks.
I know
yeah.
It's a different time zone to you, because but maybe you could attend some of those because there's some really good stuff as well.
Oh, great! So you put that in the link.
Oh,
Yeah,
I just checked the link, but
Wait, where
it
is
said that the registration is closed now. I just checked the link and they said that the registration is closed.
Yeah, this is for tomorrow. But if you have a look on that, if you have a look on that link, there's lots of other webinars going on.
Linda, where are you located?
I'm in France, but I'm British, so that's why I've been going on Oxford University Press thing.
Oh, okay. And what time is it there now?
It's midnight here.
Okay. All right, great. How is it that you ended up joining us in California?
Because I'm a member of CATESOL France, and in CATESOL France there are British teachers and there are also American teachers. And there's an American teacher has lots of links with CATESOL in America, and so she sent the link to everybody in CATESOL France. So that's how I got the link.
Oh, well, welcome. Yeah.
I already did a Zoom meeting, but not concerning English with my students. It was another matter.
Okay.
And
sure.
Each time people were coming in the meeting, I had to click to accept them. But I think with you, it's different. We click and we already are inside. What's the difference? Did you do
tomorrow? I'll show you. There are settings. Yeah. There are settings that you can put. There's a setting that allows people to enter, hopefully quietly. Oh, no. There's two different ways. They can either enter quietly, or they can enter and go, and it makes a bing or a ding, and that could either go to everybody who knows that somebody's entered or exited, or it can only go to the presenter who keeps hearing the ding. Or it could be, you can't come in unless I let you. I'll show you that setting tomorrow. Or you can find out by yourself, but it's a setting. Okay. And wait, sorry, Leanne and Ramon, and then Aileen. Okay, Leanne, do you have a question?
Hi. Yeah,
Sorry, I didn't see your name. I didn't see your face, so I saw your name.
Oh, okay, no problem. I wanted to know how can we view the recorded coaching that's been going on, the wonderful coaching that's been going on the past week on YouTube.
You want to see it again? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I mean, do we have to be a subscriber to your YouTube channel?
I'd like you to be a subscriber to my channel, but you don't have to be. Okay. So my channel is YouTube. My channel is Pronunciation Doctor, but that's not CATESOL. So I'm helping out with the CATESOL videos also. And if you are a member, you will be able to log in from the website, the CATESOL.org website where it says resources, but not yet. Give me some time to like look at the videos and edit them and then put them up in the right place and then link them over to the thing. So, you know, like maybe, and I have to talk with all the presenters and get their media and stuff. Yeah. So when I do that, like in a week or so, then you'll be able to go through the portal, and then you'll be able to click on and see some of the videos. I can't say all.
Unfortunately, I'm no longer a CATESOL member because I'm teaching in Hawaii, but I'm a high
yeah, that's right. Well, you can still join us. You can join us. You know, like what kind of benefits you get from being a CATESOL member, and you have CATESOL. You have California roots, Leon. Just because you're back in Hawaii, and because Hawaiian Airlines has stopped its flights, doesn't mean that you can't come to us.
Yeah, that's a thought, definitely.
Okay.
I miss everybody
and
in California.
How about Ramon? You've got a question, I bet.
Oh, hi. Hello from Japan.
Japan. What time is it in Japan?
It's about 9 a.m.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, you know, I've been looking at the settings in Zoom, and I have a free version, but I understand that maybe the licensed or upgraded version has an option to provide closed captioning while you're Zooming. I don't know if anyone in the room has experience with that or not.
I don't understand the question.
So if you have the pro version of Zoom, you have a lot more features than if you have the basic free version. And so Ramon was asking about the closed caption. I have no experience.
Closed caption, what do you mean?
Actually, do you know what closed captioning means? It means that when my mouth is going like such and such and such, and underneath you see all the text that says what I'm saying.
Subtitles.
Yes.
Yeah.
More.
I saw that. I saw that today on I think it was an O10 one, and the closed captions came at the top of the screen.
Okay.
It's kind of interesting.
Was it in Zoom or was it? Yeah.
It was in Zoom. Yeah, it was Zoom.
They are more advanced than I am. Sorry, you need to go to their lessons. And then come back.
This was a pretty. Actually, it was too high for me. It was too.
Well, sorry. Yesterday, I watched a Zoom session by Santa Rosa Junior College, and they did say, I took notes. I keep taking notes as you guys talk, so that helps me remember.
Yeah, good.
They said live captioning must be requested 5 days in advance.
5 days in advance.
5 days in advance. And it was the technology instruction lady who gave this information. But I did not ask her then who should I request the information from. So that's something for me to find out. I can email her and I can ask her and find out and share it maybe next time.
Yeah, like tomorrow.
Like tomorrow? I'm here every single day, actually. I'm watching
you're
all the
practicing.
sessions.
As soon as you found the door, you've been sleeping at the porch. And do you all know how to save the chat?
How to what? Save the chat?
Yeah, because like we typed a bunch of things and you have some links to some good resources. So you might want to save the chat. And if you save the chat, then you can download it to your own device and then, you know, get all that stuff, the good stuff that everybody is sharing here. Right?
Oh, you click on the bottom, the 3 dots on the right.
Exactly. Right? And then it just saves it automatically.
And where does it save it to?
It saves it to somewhere in your computer.
Right.
Yes, okay. The somewhere is the important place to look.
I made you laugh.
Okay.
In documents.
Now, I'll tell you where it saves on my
document.
computer, all right? And then you can figure out if it saves there. First of all,
I think it's in documents, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then in my computer, in my large documents folder, there is a Zoom folder that automatically gets put there when you download the Zoom app because they think, oh, you're going to download some stuff from Zoom. So if you look in there, you'll be able to get the chat.
Okay, great.
So try that.
Okay.
And do we mean chat as in shop, meow, meow? Are you the one with the cat on your cup, Linda?
Yeah, I am. Look.
See, you're the one with the chat, the chat. Le chat.
Le petit chat.
What book were you using? The book for the kids?
No, it's a book for adults who are parents or childcare providers, early childhood educators. So my colleagues at Mission College, co-workers and co-authors are Marian Brems and Julaine Rosner. So we actually wrote this book and also followed by this one, which is English for Child Development. So these are for adults. Thank you all for participating and playing the roles of your students and asking questions and helping each other by offering resources that we can go to. And I'm hoping that all of you find some success when you are working online with your students.
Okay.
See you
Thank
tomorrow.
you.
Thank you, Marsha.
Bye.
Thank you, Marsha. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you
so much.
Christina.
Thank you, Miss Marsha.
Thank you, Marsha.
Reflection for
Yeah, please fill out the reflection form for CATESOL.